queen of pain.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Digital Chaos versus Fnatic here, this second game in the two-game series. Game 1 did of course go to DC. Fashion as well, I don't know if you agree with me, Lou, but I think that's pretty much the best performance.
Well, it's like one of their two wins, so...
Yeah.
Technically you're right. I'm trying to be realistic.
It was actually...
He actually played Dota. That was good.
It was looking up, and as we were looking at the standings, very important. DC win, Fnatic are going.
Yep.
But if Fnatic win, DC are going.
This is
all or nothing here for the...
as excited as one could get about these two games. And Fnatic, you know, one of their wins, it was over Team Secret. That's a pretty big win, and they did it off the Black Invoker.
Wait, no, wait. It was...
Yeah, they beat Team
Fnatic,
Secret.
sorry.
Yeah, Fnatic beat...
DC. I saw those.
Yeah, okay.
Fnatic.
They beat the Weeha Meepo with the Black Invoker.
Yes.
So,
Black's good on... Well, it's not something the team likes to draft from a lot, but he is very, very good on the hero, and managed to get his way. So, I mean, do you feel like in the first game, Black was playing on an Invoker instead of a Slark? Would that have been... You know, is it the hero that can kind of play style, especially when they're Dota again?
I didn't see how the draft came out, but at the very least, I don't like the Queen of Pain versus Invoker matchup here.
Yes.
So we might see Invoker actually going to the safe lane.
Okay.
And going for more of an EXP build, but we'll see how it goes out. I think it's very hard to say if... I think the Slark pick was fine. The Slark actually did quite a bit. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to find the key pickoffs. And that was really no fault of Black's, that's just DC playing well. But I think the Slark pick was okay in that game.
Okay.
But this game, we'll see how the Invoker does.
I mean, if you're the side of DC, what do you have to be most aware about when there's an Invoker do in terms of drafting a rank, kind of punishing you?
Well, Invoker, the weakness is his laning. He doesn't have a ton of base damage, and he really needs like level 4 or 5-ish to begin doing some work. And in that sense, you could treat him as a very gankable mid. So, for example, you could pick aggressive roamers. For example, Spirit Breaker comes to mind. Although one thing you do have to worry about Spirit Breaker is that as you're charging in, he can cancel your charge with a cold snap. But the trend goes is you pick aggressive roamers and you get him early.
By able to slow over. You're going to be running a swap as well. We've seen a lot of strong Queen performances for across the tournament. We'll see if DC are able to step it up with their own. And see Skyra Fate. So one of those heroes that's sometimes picked up against the Wyvern.
Yes.
A direct counter or embrace with the player. But at the same time, I guess the Silence fairly good at kind of catching out the Invoker.
Yeah, Invoker, you know, preventing Tusk from rolling away from Tusk dropping some spells. But more importantly, Ali just really likes this hero. In fact, when he was on EG, I think EG really only picked it because Aoyu is really proficient with the hero. So they pick it up. The hero is not without weakness. He has 0 armor. He's extremely squishy, and he doesn't counter push well, for example. So
really squishy is not something you want to be when there's a Sven in the game.
Yep. Well, you know, it's not so bad because Sven, a lot of his physical survivability is in his armor. Garrett does not care about that offensively.
But when he gets his BKB,
that is true. Yeah.
He's just gonna God strength on that Scarab's dying in.
Yeah, I think the bigger problem right now, Fnatic has amazing defensive heroes. We talked about the Warcry giving plus 20 armor, the Cold Embrace healing people up, the Tusk Snowball picking people up, and you know, getting out of harm's way. So I feel like Digital Chaos, they have to win the fights kind of lopsidedly to have a chance in kind of small-scale skirmishes. Earthshaker being picked up as well.
I like this. I mean, again, going off the back of what you said, how do you punish Smoker? You gank it. Shaker, he's going to be able to obviously offer to that. And just having the roaming combination of Shaker, Skyer, something already that I'm sure Black's going to head off if he is going to end up in the mid. Pick up.
10 seconds remaining.
You have to be very careful. Obviously, the Wyvern, there's a high chance we'll see Wyvern just round the mid in order to try and save Invoker from proceeds of Mage going. But DC do play it nicely and come out.
Yeah. the one thing that DC has to also worry about is that during the mid game, there's a ton of AoE spells from Fnatic, like Ice Shards into EMP Tornado. That could be pretty hard to deal with. Of course, Storm Hammer, hard to avoid if you're kind of the slower support heroes like Earthshaker. So we'll see how it goes. I imagine this is going to be the Boba Flutter on the offlane again.
I'd imagine it will be again. I mean, he played it pretty well. He had a bit of a slow. Well, he got a good timing on the blink and the BK.
10
Farm slowed
seconds
down because he was.
remaining.
But in the long run, that worked out. It didn't matter that he didn't really have anything else. All he needed was his up to fight potentially. I'd love to see Bob on the starter again. I think he's really strong in that position. But he obviously miserable a lot for secret.
Yeah.
On that lane. Good hero to have. When incredibly clockwork here.
So there.
It's gonna be a tough. Probably gonna be next.
Yeah. The thing about Slaughter this game is I think he could actually be active even without the Blink Dagger because you have the long range setup of the Earthshaker Fissure. So Fissure, you sprint, you walk in, you crush, and then you have the Skywrath Mage damage to actually get some kills. So sure, the Blink will be absolutely nice, but look towards Boba being aggressive even without the
10
Blink.
seconds remaining.
Of course, we're looking at the pickup here for...
5 seconds remaining.
Well, actually, is it a offlane or is it a support? Because Tusk could be offlane here. DJ is very good with the hero.
Time.
Good, but I mean, they have the worried more that they are yet to be offlane. But you're right, very well.
Actually, Brute is still in the pool. Brute is really good against Skywrath Mage because, well, you have 0 armor. Spiders are really good against you. Earthshaker makes it a little sketchy, and of course DC hasn't picked the last core yet, so that could be a little dicey as well.
Disruptor!
So it looks like it will be Tusk
Dire
offlane.
team pick.
Don't want DC either way. They could line up. Obviously, fairly nice. Like the quad, the chase. Going to be there,
Yeah.
And also just having that kind of AOE crowd control set up for the Sven to then come in, follow, or even with the lead, good multi-man Stormhammer into the medic field, just allowing Sven to get personal, get the cleave. They've certainly started to build the one-by combo here with Throne and Invoker, Wind Curse. They've got the power here. DC though, they've got a lot of chase down, they've got a lot of team by themselves. The Echoes have crush set up.
Reserve
Clock
time.
to wait.
I feel like DC needs somebody really tanky in the front line. Something like a Wraith King, but Wraith King obviously will get owned by EMP Tornado if Invoker is going for the that build. But my point stands in the sense that they need somebody in the front line that could kind of take a lot of punch trend and not let Fnatic set up whatever AoE they want. Because perfect Fnatic fight is something like an Ice Shard Stormhammer into Invoker spells, a Wyvern Curse on top. It's just really hard to position yourself against all of these massive AoE spells. Another way you could go is just circumvent everything and drop a global silence, like a Illidan silencer on the carry row. Digital Chaos, kind of thinking about their last pick. They still have quite a bit of flexibility. Fnatic's strongest timing is during their mid game, about 15 to 25 minutes in. And DC could kind of circumvent this by going early, going later. We'll see what they think.
Look, I mean, did they go for that bristling? They've got the Slaughter, they've got the...
I think Bristol will have slightly harder game, because his Quill Spray won't be doing that much damage, because considering that Sven's going to give everybody plus 20.
Yes, that is true.
And then you have Cold Embrace, and also his... they're going to be seeing a Juggernaut, which... actually pretty interesting. I mean, are they going to go for a pushing strat? That's really what Juggernaut's picked for nowadays. The healing ward's pretty amazing, but I think they're looking for a carry that could dodge a couple of stuns with the Blade Fury. And of course, give you some insane mid-game damage with the Omni Slash. This pick doesn't really like wow me or anything, it's just like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's got kind of dodge what Fnatic have, but at the same time, you're going to be Omni Slashing into a team that does have a high on that Wyvern. And with the Cold Embrace, the Omni Slash counter is going to be there each and every time in the team. Potential.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll have to see what TC can do with it. But as you said, go for that potential push strat. If they get a good time on the Volvo blink, and Usher's able to be pretty mobile around the map and get that early footing game, they'll be able to continue that momentum quite nicely.
Seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
this game comes down to the supports for both sides. It depends if, for example, Biryu on the Earthshaker gets good roams off, if, Aoi could get those early clutch silence, or on the other side, looking at Net and Ohio, if they could get their own roams on. Pores, they're all X factors, and they will do well or not well, depending if the roams are good on the team. So, two supports are the key heroes, the key players.
In terms of the lanes, it looks expected. Black mid lane, of course, going up against a swap. You're saying yourself, you didn't really favour the Invoker against the Queen mid?
At least not for the first 2 level. Looks like he's going to be going for the Exhort build. And once you level up your Fire Orbs, past 2-3 points, you should be fine. I say he's going for the Exhort build. It still could change depending how he feels.
30 seconds to battle.
Game, as we've been saying, all or nothing. This game, you're out of the top stages. You won't be making it playoffs. Yeah, at the real land tomorrow. You win this though, you do secure your position. So both teams going to give it on their all and drafts that they wish to take to this final fight. Interesting to see who does come out on top. But I mean, for yourself, looming, you're a draft that lays out to you blood at this one.
I like Fnatic's lineup much more. They have so much more AoE to work with. It's easier to kind of get a good team fight off. To me, DC, they're playing a fairly similar style as last game. Like, they're good at chaining one pick off into the next. I think Slaughter makes your lineup like that. And you need to overperform compared to the enemy team. It looks like we're going to see the quad swarps being skilled here on Invoker. The downside, if you're going for this build, is that your base damage is pretty crap. And that's why Ohio is hanging out in the mid lane to help out Black a bit.
I guess it's the way that you can all deal with that spam. Lane, TJ, going in onto Aoi here, and Aoi self all the way around those shards here. Bottom lane, so off lane Bulba, how to deal with move. Potential arriving of Net as well when he comes. Yeah, pretty careful here. The Stormhammer up and then they get glimpse. It's level 2's up, so quite a scary lane here for Bulba on his own.
Yeah. The real cost of running an Invoker mid is that he needs help. And that's why Wyvern's there. And because Wyvern's there, the Slaughter gets to have a lot more room to farm on the bottom lane. So Boba taking advantage of the fact that he can't get to level 2 and perhaps even 3. Now he's trying to zone out Net a little bit. In fact, getting some experience in the jungle, so ain't so bad,
The best of this, things right will be there from Net. They'll just back it out. Away from this top lane, DJ playing incredibly aggressive. You see, trading his.
All right. And that's where you just are sad because Skywrath Mage has 0 armor and ain't great.
Yeah, that's the thing. Once DJ is level 6.
Yep. Black is just like leveling up that quas. He's like, I just want regen. Which is fine, but I imagine Queen of Pain's gonna actually Ush aggressively coming in. Not gonna get the kill or anything, but really zoning Black completely out of the lane. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, Biryu, like level 1 glimpse, not able to get anything done. Again, Boba enjoying the fact that he can actually walk into the creep wave as a melee hero and get some CS. You can see Aoi trying to get that first snipe on the mid lane, but I believe he is scouted.
Got back up here's a higher unsuccessful.
Short-sighted.
Going for especially seeing it. Farm for Mushi at the moment. 7 on this. Able to do 2, slowing it down, but yeah, the fact that Volvo will really active this game out, I think amount of setup and.
All right, a bit of bottle crowing on the mid lane. So far, neither support has really got too much done when it comes to kills, but obviously we do see stacking happening on the mid lane here for, well, maybe Invoker, or maybe the Sven's gonna clear it later. Neither hero is really good at clearing stacks, considering that Sven has not leveled up Cleave. Which this build is a common build nowadays. Maxing Warcry pretty early into the game.
Some spends as well, they tend to point it in stuff.
Yeah.
Put a... Playing this moment 17 4 12 for 2, so supposed to be impressed a little bit by higher. Still having...
Yeah, the base damage difference is really not favoring Black. But he is going for EMP Tornado, which will be pretty amazing against Slaughter, right? One EMP, he's out of mana. Same thing with Juggernaut. Same thing with Earthshaker, so that's reason alone to go for the build.
Yeah, and they've got the setup for it as well. With the Winter, Stormhammer, Kinetic,
yeah.
Whatever you want.
They have so much AoE.
It's, yeah. You understand what...
Oh, in the river here, Net might be in a little bit of trouble. He gets scouted out. Boba's going to sprint in. There is going to be a fissure. The crush should follow through, and the glimpse, well, a little bit late here as the crush should happen here. Beery trying to get the body block. Blink in here, and Ush picks up first blood. Nicely done here, and so he's going to get a completed magic wand. Top lane. Boba, or sorry, Aoi in a lot of trouble here. The sun is going to come through, bring in the illusion as well. One more right click should do it, but concussive shot slow helping him out, and of course, TC's going to come in here with the healing ward.
Yeah, okay, could finish off that kill. Calm at the moment, 20. Fine up there, not slow him down. Down to what? Stops in pre-matches in the Fnatic drafting it here. Very important game. Believe in the Black Invoker and
yeah, so when Black's Invoker beat Team Secret's Meepo on the mid lane is he received a lot of help and a lot of ganks from his allies. But this game though, Disruptor is not the best ganker, and neither is Winter Wyvern, so I don't think Black is really getting that edge. In fact, it's DC supports that's a lot more effective. They got the first blood for the mid lane, and they're looking to actually punish Mushi. Sprint, and there you go. There's that long-range initiation. I talked about how the Slaughter could do a lot without the Blink Dagger. Nice Storm Hammer here. Ush already blinked. Can they actually get the kill on Mushi? They're chasing him deep. I don't think they will get the kill. The Crush is actually going to miss on Ohio, so that's a 4-man rotation that's doing absolutely nothing. And of course, Black says, alright then, I'll get some free farm on the mid lane.
That's very painful there for DC, getting that much. And even with the amount of magical damage they have, just not enough. Got top lane, TC trying to go for it here, but he's attacked up the tower quite a bit. Okay, have a mango there. I would have wanted to try and pop back in. Mana here on TC or an Omnistash. I kind of feel that kill there, DJ.
Yeah, maybe he's respecting the fact that once Healing Ward gets dropped down, he doesn't really have a good way to kill it, being a melee hero, so he's just playing it safe. DJ's job here is to not get killed, but mostly just to get a level 6. So he's okay trading farm and just staying alive. I think Ush misplayed in that previous gank. He blinked too close to Mushi and just ate the Stormhammer. I don't think he was able to cast off his slow, and thus Mushi was able to survive.
Brewery is still going to make the rotations. He is still level 1 at 6. It's not ideal. I mean, he can still obviously be very effective with the fish placement. You don't want to try and find him some positive action. 1 kill on the board so far. Or it's played straight up onto the teeth. Gotta be careful here.
Oh.
So you want to move away from this because you can turn around.
Nice!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, for Brewery, the crossfire was going to be.
I think maybe Barry should not have came into Vision. He should have dropped the Fissure and stayed out, because else he came in, there was a snowball target. Well, they do get the 1-for-1 trade, but DJ's like, alright, I'll take that trade. Pretty easy. Oh, we see the LED screen being set up in the back. Nice stuff. Alright.
But anyway, so 2-1 at the moment.
Tis non-cupatory.
Bottom lane. Farm still good for Moosh. Top of the board in terms of CS. Net worth here is a farm game. First in between the high rises at the moment.
Oh, Invoker actually leading in terms of CS. I'm very surprised by that.
Wow, it's just behind these guys.
Yeah.
You mean in like net worth?
Net worth, sorry, yeah. Oh, EMP Tornado on the mid lane. Ush will blink away. So a good little bit of harass. And I think Fnatic, again, they're not supposed to be strong on this stage of the game, so Giving away 1 or 2 kill is completely expected. When they're strong at is mid game. They're looking to use their AoE and seize fight control, and that's where heroes like Skywrath Mage and Earthshaker has to be on their game.
Let's show them the children.
Oh, goodness. Trying to follow through higher leading. Going for the Orchid this game. Gotta deal with the clock and ooh, black. Ooh.
The poison?
Gonna be enough?
Yeah, it should be enough. I think Ush is looking for one more blink.
Hello, somehow at the same time.
Radiant's bottom
Alright,
tower.
DJ solo kills Jug somehow.
Alright,
Right.
that should not be happening.
Should not. Now TC down again in his own
And that's
solo.
the downside of going for the Blade Fairy max build. If you have kind of got a couple more points into stats, you would have been able to use Omni Slash, and maybe the fight would have been a little bit different. Of course, we didn't see it. Mid lane though, Black. He's gonna survive again. No, nice dodge here with the ghost, and here comes on the backline DJ, just picking up the trash. I mean,
Oh. Crash?
nope. That's harsh.
Crash was a
That's harsh. It's harsh.
farm can step. The farm's not been bad. He's certainly been hitting the creeps. Down for 18 at the moment. He's keeping up hard with the farm here.
Radiant's middle tower.
Of Mushi on the back. 3 for 2 at the moment here, and Black's Invokers we saw in the mid lane. Playing on the edge. Knowing the limits of this hero.
Yeah, Black has been impressive. Here's the thing with Black, right? Like, he's actually gonna just sit in this mid lane and do absolutely nothing but hit creeps. But that's probably the best thing that he can help his team, because once he gets the Orchid, ooh.
Oh, those shots.
And once he gets his Orchid, everybody on the side of DC is a free pickoff if they're by themselves. So that's a dangerous thought if you kind of played it like that. Meanwhile, Fnatic knows that they're all they need to do is farm. And DC has not really been bringing the fight to them. Boba might actually die here. There is a level 3 glimpse available, but that doesn't really have backups. He's just looking to harass.
Trying to set up level 6 out in the safe lane. Fights could be the top lane. Careful, I hasn't quite got the Winter's Curse online, but there's level 8 here on this Tusk. Wrap around TC. Got the healing ward here. Well, in terms of going in there, where the Owie's hanging around on the sidelines. Very nearly got to level 6. Smoked up. Was top. Actually stays well with the backup. Could be a very good fight here for DC.
They need both of these kills. They just need it. It's a 4-man rotation. Here we go.
Out. Get for high over this as well. Mystic Clouds, DJ, there's just Sonic Wave. Finds the Wyvern. They'll have a snowball coming out.
No, Owie, please!
Wowie.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Dowie for it, but good trade nonetheless for DC for 1. And the smoke working out very nicely there from Fury and Ash. Wow,
I mean, it's a 2-for-1, but you commit 4 heroes in a 2v4 situation. They need to get some tier 1 tower damage, and ideally you bring down the tier 1 and that'll be okay, but here comes that Invoker just dropping out an EMP tornado.
A little bit off. Bottom lane though, space has been created for Mushi and he's up for free tower here. Got a lot of money in the bank. Does he stick around for this kill?
He's gonna get glimpse back. Cannot TP within tower vision, or vision of all the disruptor. You wanna go back in? Yeah, he knows that there is no TP. Here comes the Stormhammer. Did not get dodged by TC. In fact, he's gonna go back in Omni Slash, but plus 20 armor. In fact, I think they want to turn this around. TP out here by Mushi. The spin damage, though, it's there. That's a key kill.
That is.
Meanwhile, Ush giving it chase. I think it's gonna work out here.
Bowie and Bob are moving in as well. Bob in terms of getting his bill, he's got Snow through at the moment, so it's a fair way to go here on this ladder. This is looking alright for DC. Dak is going to be the issue though. Gets that Orchid online, which is fairly shortly.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be that very volatile killing from this invasion.
Actually, DC is trying to sneak Roche.
Tower is under
Is this
attack.
gonna work out here?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are.
I mean, Amplify is a great spell.
Yeah.
Bottom
For the
tower.
right clicks of TC.
Well, he's actually not even right-clicking that hard because he's max.
Oh, he's going to get the one.
Yeah, he's got multiple points of healing word. So we're gonna see that probably the Mask of Madness build. And you give Ush the Aegis, I imagine. Yeah, he picks it up. He's also going for the Orchid build.
Fnatic were smoked up. They were starting to go down toward. I'd expect the side of head into the pit. Lane, you still pressure from Black Mountain. Time it's going to be for a tier 1 down here at the bottom. So making trades, still standing in the mid lane and wave in.
Dire's top tower.
I'm not sure whether trading against a mid-game lineup like Fnatic is a good idea, but DC needs to hit some of their own items as well. Boba, of course, with his Blink Dagger, and same thing with Barrier's Earthshaker. It looks like DC is looking to defend this T1. They don't want to give it up without fight. Net, though, runs into the support. Aoi, you're in a lot of trouble. In fact, he's going to get, well, completely bombarded on the right side. Fissure is good. Unfortunately, Aoi has already died, and looks like they... Well, he's going to get glimpsed back, but...
Glimpse it, Dorman onto Ush, the static gets thrown down him, who's trying to be before Tornado. Very nice, then there from Black, catches out Ush blinks out of it here.
He's got Aegis.
Time they chase down TC. And Ohio looking for the Juggernaut, should be able to find it. The healing ward not enough on the back lines though. Buri and Bulba trying to do their best to clean up. Ush loses the Aegis, but they might be ready to just finish off this fight here, DC. They'll find the kill onto DA. They do actually come out on top of that, taking heroes away. They do lose TC on the Juggernaut.
They lose. It's a 3 for 3 because you lost the Aegis as well. But the key thing is that they defended the mid tower. They could even deny if they want, and more importantly, they kill Black. So Black's Orchid timing will be delayed. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain's Orchid timing is
it's going to be sped up.
Yeah.
On the back of that, very very close. Only 200 away from picking up the recipe.
I mean, that's the benefit of sneaking that Roshan. You get those momentum from the fights. That's just starting to be dangerous. He had an amazing game 1 performance on the Shadow Fiend. To continue this performance with the Queen of Pain. Again, both of these teams fighting for the tournament lives. They are settling with best of 1.
Especially this point, Mars Commander. What do you reckon he goes next on this? Surely BK something he's thinking about, especially against Jake of the Corp.
Yeah, I like BKB quite a bit as well. You can go for the Blink if you want to initiate for his team. Oh yeah, never mind, sorry. Yeah, he's gonna Blink first, right, into the Mask of Madness. Yeah, I think BKB has to be the choice next. Oh, that's a free kill.
Okay, that ward.
Oh, if he gets out of vision. Yeah. Oh, the Ukes. Meanwhile, though, Aoi in a lot of trouble. He drops the Static Storm. Here comes, though, the Snowball's going to pick him back up. Boba is going to get hit. Can he actually get off the crush? Nice Static Storm here by the Disruptor. Meanwhile, TC's trapped, and TC, can he use his ultimate? No, a little bit too late. Ush, though, cleaning up on IO3. DJ in a lot of trouble as well. The TP out looks like it will be finished, I think. Close. And I think the Bolt might follow him. No, he's good. He's regen backed up.
Again, another good fight there for 2. Fight 3 and they find Lucian.
Yeah, Ush though, he's a big winner in these fights. In fact, he's got even an Ogre Club on top of the finished Orchid. Once the BKB is finished, all of that AoE supremacy that Fnatic had might just go right out of the window because there is a big fat Queen of Pain that you just can't lock down. So Ush might be the savior, the stand-in.
Yeah, pretty impressed with Ush's performance.
Yeah.
As you said, just oh.
Yeah, he's been at the right place at the right time. Picked up first blood in the bottom half of the river. Be able to get a kill here and there with a Sonic Wave. And this is a snowball situation, so... Now Ush, let's see if he could continue to snowball away. One thing that he cannot do is get pretty cocky and like die once or twice. Because he does have a pretty big streak, right? If you give it to Black, if you give it to the Mushi, it ain't great.
Coming out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Out the catch. Yeah, he's been to fight to the end. Bells on.
Yeah.
And that means good a point now after those fights, Slaughter. Managed to catch back up. He has that Blink Dagger now on top. So just another threat that Fnatic have got to be really scared about in these fights.
Yeah. And I think BKB will be Boba's next item of choice. Black. Looks like he is ghost up and ready to hunt. And again, whoever he finds is a pick off, but there is a Sentry Ward available. If Black walks in and just get Orchided, that could have been bad.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Close. And at the same time, another Blink now from the side of the Blink on the tusk.
Yeah, the Blink Tusk is actually very dangerous because you're setting up Punch into Static Storm.
This could be a
Okay.
like Howie.
Yep.
Kill that for Black.
Black close.
Yeah, I this all, but the crush is there. Standing.
Oh! Oh!
Damage! Look at the Echo Slam out, and they will find the Dusk in return. So even though it was a beautiful Static Storm from Fnatic, they just didn't have the damage or the follow-up, and
Where was Mushi in that?
DC just...
Just hanging out. I mean, he had a Blink Dagger, right?
Right. I mean, if they had Mushi there, that would have been...
Or Black. Yeah, they needed just one more. The Static Storm was absolutely perfect. DJ was like, alright, let's go, and then team was not there, so a key pick here in the DC jungle, and they're looking to continue their, I guess, dominance so far. Roshan has to be the next contention point once it respawns, but right now Black continue to look for pick-off. And I gotta remind the viewers back home, in game number 1, Mushi in the jungle here, very tanky, but looks like he is gonna get brought down.
Down in the enemy jungle on his...
Well, ooh, what a fissure by Biryu. 2 games in a row, man. Once Sam picks up that Blink, it's just nothing but go. Very impressive slaughter play. Alright, I don't know about that one.
It's a trap!
Okay.
There's the turnaround, amplifier to Black, you'll get bashed to high.
Yo.
Now they'll turn on to Net, he just walks into the middle of it all.
That's a gem? Thank you for the freebie. You activated my trap card. Biryu was like, man, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Back on the bot lane here. Ush looking for some aggression here. Or get us down. Yep.
That's a dead man. He's dying in session here, the side of Fnatic, and DC in game 2 just joined, as you mentioned, just over gets that Blink. Pull out all the stops, they just go ham, they go for it. Fnatic just don't have a way of dealing with them.
Yeah, and now they're rolling with the tier 1 towers. TC's really had a tough game, but looks like he's picking up some stats as well. Ultimate Orb as the second item of choice. I wonder if it's going to be some sort of like a Manta style. DJ showing off some moves, but he won't be able to hold that T1 tower. Mushi thinking about blinking onto the low ground. He really wants BKB before he could take these fights.
Okay.
Oh.
Got the follow-up. Sails into follow-through. Done. This is only looking tougher and tougher for Fnatic, and see it matters most of the tournament, just stepping it up. Trying now to peel back off in favour of... it's still one big team fight. Fnatic get a team that will be negated, but...
Yep. I think the big part of that last team fight wasn't the 2-3 random kills. It's actually the gem that they give away. So that's about 1,000 gold swing, or actually 1,800 gold swing as well. And now DC is looking to get a lot more map control from it. And of course, Queen of Pain BKB is already online. Can we check on the Roshan timer? Alright, so this is a good point of smoke. Get a pick and go into Rosh. I mean, it's been the same game plan as game number 1, but it's been an effective game plan. And again, I want to remind the viewers is that, remember Black Slug in game 1? Amazing farm. Did a lot during the early game, right? And then he just like went for these picks, and he just couldn't find picks. And then his net worth just dipped lower and lower. Feels like this is same situation happening again. Do you feel that way, Owen?
Yeah. He had a great time in... not a great time, but an okay time in... I mean, he hasn't died like, he's just
hanging out, you know? It's just like... Well, now Mushi's gonna finish that BKB, which is great, you know, that's...
Gotta remember that always the potential.
That is true.
One, Static Storm.
We saw that 4-man Static Storm, yeah.
They were... I'm still lying on the fact that wars are gonna need to be... If that happens, they still have a potential. Playing it safe. He has now got that BKB.
Very interesting item choice here from Aoi. He's gone for the drums. And, normally he likes his Rod of Atos. Ghost Scepter is not a bad choice this game. Force Staff is good, but he understands that this game, if they're winning fights, it's off of one kill into chasing into another kill and then another kill. And the movement speed from the drums activation will be very helpful in that regards.
Very close to over here.
Ooh.
Things are coming out. Boba looking to rush it.
Boba, no!
Trying to get the amplifier.
Okay.
Mystic Blade coming out. The static storm being dropped. Boba will go down. That's the gem on the deck. And there's your Omni-Slash. Golden Brace comes out onto Mushi. Now TC finds the blade for the middle. Winter's Curse comes out from Ali, but TC, he finds the kill onto Tusk. Dormammu flies across.
Ush!
But Black's out of there. Picked up the gem here. It wasn't.
I think one of the dire hero picked it back up. It was back on the ground again. So maybe Ali has it now?
A 2-for-1 trade there. Boba. Heroes in return.
And looks like, yeah, Ali's got the gem again.
Yeah, still Blacks.
Alright, so wasn't the disastrous team fight. Slaughter essentially did nothing in that fight except tanked a ton of spells. Ush, of course, coming in big. The fact that they didn't even need to use Sonic Wave gives them a big morale boost. They could fight again right now if they want to.
He's only sticking around here to sort of Roshan and you pretty much what they're fussed about. I think Roche should be able to turn down a lane. Both sides have got a fairly good amount of pushing.
Alright, and looks like they're gonna just go into the Roshan pit knowing that the tornadoes cool down for like maybe 10 more seconds, and they're bringing it down quick. Amplify damage. Again, a pretty big deal in these fights. Of course.
They get there in time.
Again, the AoE is scary, right? One static storm is all they need. Here we go. Oh man, it's not even fast enough. In fact, Ush aggressively binking back and forcing out BKB from Mushi. TC's gonna get locked down. TC gets punched up. The static storm is on top. Is good. He's dead. Meanwhile, Mushi blinks forward. He finds Boba. Boba's gonna sprint himself out of there. Can he blink away? He does blink away, and now Mushi without BKB really trapped. Meanwhile, Ush is just trying to chase people down. He does get one. He doesn't have the BKB anymore, but he still has the Aegis. Meanwhile, Mushi storm hammers down onto Ush. Ush still alive right now. Gets one kill. Blinks off. Barely dies. Meanwhile, good curse here on Boba, bailing them out, and looks like the retreat here for Fnatic should be good, but another DC victory here. Suns fan is smiling somewhere watching this game.
Certainly is. 21-11. Take the Roche and they take a close fight, but still nonetheless. Ush, I mean, what happened to the Ush that we saw the other day? This man's a different man. And insane. 11 kills. Assists and only died the once.
Has been denied.
Really, he wants to win. Giving it his all there. Certainly on TC as well. Early on. Struggling now, but he's getting it up the board.
I mean, he's essentially acting as the team's tank.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'll get thrown down onto it.
I think a build that maybe he could have went for instead of the Manta style was like a drums for his team. That's what we saw Ice did yesterday when he played the off-lane Juggernaut position. Was, he didn't have the best time, but essentially all he did for his team was provide a ton of aura. So drums, I think Vlad's would have been great because Ush is carrying so much of your team's damage that you can get away with a little bit more supportive item. But instead he's gone for the Manta style, which is a fine build, but he needs a little bit more HP beyond this.
So to go for an egg, picking up the Deso.
Ooh.
Going for that right click.
Not sure if it's.
I mean, the later this game goes, they've got an Invoker, they've got a Sphere, they've got the Sardo and Quat's playing. That's just gonna still be a later on, and he's closing in on the.
Well, the Deso is gonna be good against the Quat because she is, sitting only at 6 armor. I think what they're looking for with this Deso is that they're trying to get quick pickoffs whenever they stun somebody, right? If you Stormhammers or curse somebody, they just want to get that one kill quick. The last team fight, we saw DC's hero, aside from TC who died immediately, they all kind of just survived for a very long time. And I think this Deso helps you get those quick kills.
Here at DC. Go straight down the left, elsewhere. Try and wait. Broken guy, okay. Fight. Let me to be all end all. Mushi pops the concentrate.
Ush.
In onto Ush here. Look at the damage. No, can't quite get it. The blink out from Ush. He's going to TP himself away here so the quad gets out. There's your
Perfect.
time of need. Now blink for.
Oh, wow.
Gets the crush onto Ohio. TC coming in with the Blade Fury. And this is it. This man's stepping it up. Jimmy's channels his energy through Twitch chat and TC's receiving it. Getting 2 kills there for the team TC. And nothing of any value being found for Fnatic.
That was a strong Mushi assist though. He turned on that Mask of Madness like, oh, Omni Slash coming? Let me give you a hand. No, he obviously turned it on for the Ush kill, but Ush blinked away at like 10 health or something. Calculated, as one might say. And now, DC is looking for that tier 2.
Sean, Mushi's down for 25 seconds, doesn't have buyback. DC realised that they could take the fight each time.
What did Black's Deso do that last fight? I don't think he was even in the fight, so I don't know. He's getting dunked.
Straight onto Black.
Is this Rax?
Within down for a full minute and no buyback on the Invoker. It may well be.
I mean,
Still got the Statics on. They've still got the Winter's Curse. They've got a.
but who's seeing the damage? Who's doing the damage? Like Sven is the only person that could do damage right now. And you gotta land like a 3-man curse. Here we go. Oh, BKB!
Rush, the Winter's Curse comes out onto the quad.
Ush!
Okay. Trying to chip down there. Look at the damage. He's gonna get Bulba. Bulba incredibly low. He's gonna be able to get himself out. Warcry from Mush as he tries to chase down Howie.
Oh, the Ukes!
Oh,
okay.
Alright, in the middle of the netting field here. They'll find the Shaker as well by the looks of it. So the defense is successful from Fnatic. They find 3 kills against DC. And Fnatic still holding here, even without the Black Invoker. They didn't get the Slardar, they didn't get the Jug, but nonetheless, they'll be very happy with that fort.
I think DC underestimated Fnatic just like we did. They're like, let's get the Rax. They're dead Invoker for a long time, but that AoE, like you pointed out, very clutch play. Even Ush with the BKB activated to block the Stormhammer, the curse on top was so amazing. That was the first excellent curse that we saw this game, right?
That was a really nice curse. Yeah, just locking him down.
Thanks be with you.
Low now. Okay, there's still 7 seconds.
I think Sven's BKB is getting pretty low as well.
Carter's about to pick his up.
Yep.
He's got the money for it. Deal with that.
I think Black would like a BKB himself as
This
well.
game is stepping it up, and Fnatic just showing. I mean, we keep emphasising the fact that we had the one.
Yes.
Always going to be hard for DC. God. We just saw a very successful 4v5. Imagine if they had Black there as well. I'm surprised if Fnatic.
Yeah, one thing I like to look for as this game progresses is Black putting the alacrity on the Sven. Can you imagine that damage output? And of course the attack speed that Black.
I want to see some more. Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
the crit in 2.1k.
Probably finishing the Daedalus, I want to say.
I think it's more satisfying to just sit and just.
Yeah.
Daedalus could be.
Of course, he could go for an armor item like AC as well, if he wants to pick up a plate mail to help himself out. But he's already got a ton of armor from his Warcry, so. For the most part, Fnatic looking for another big AoE team fight. They got all their ults back online. Can you give a check on the Roche timer again?
Coming up to the point. Be up now as well, so. Front and center.
Meanwhile, TC's gonna pick up like Scotty. He's like, you know what? I'm the frontline tank. Let's get a little bit more HP, a little bit more stats.
Not bad at all. Glad to burst from Fnatic and alive long enough to get out the Omni.
Yeah. More importantly, he does actually run low in mana quite a bit. The extra stats will help against EMP Tornado should he get hit by it, so ain't so bad. And again, I think Barry needs to really step it up in this particular junction of the game because he's really the AoE crowd control for his team next to Slaughter as well. So Ohio looking for a crush or looking for a curse.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Ohio's got the blink as well, and I think that's the reason why he landed such a good curse in that last fight.
Going in. Edge. There we go. We have it. buyback. She doesn't. All in for this one. 170 gold away from the Daedalus. Very scary for the side of DC. Out the Smash. KP's gonna be. Gotta rely pretty much on TC on this slap, catching the Sven out on his own. Obviously with the amplify on him as well from Bulba, if they can lay that down. But if he gets jumped done, he's going to be shotting some of the this side of DC.
And I think that's exactly the reason why we do see Aoi trying to pick up a 4-staff. That's a 4-staff recipe in his stash, right? Yeah, okay. If you do survive that Stormhammer initiation, you know, get jump back out. The Fissure could help you as well, but here we go. DC looking for the smoke. Not exactly the kind of the best place to fight if they do find Fnatic, but Fnatic's nowhere close. I'd like to see one of the supports on the side of DC to lay down a couple of observer wards as you're kind of covering through the enemy portion of the map. Will help you set up the future fights a lot better.
See, they're gonna find this fight.
There's a double damage in the river. Oh my goodness, that could be huge. Looks like Black's gonna pick it up.
Oh, why make it to Mush?
Mushi's got the BKB, so if he activates it, it'll dispel the DD.
Good messy for DC. I don't think they want to go for this. Yeah, she's gonna TP straight out. We'll make it. DC back off. So unable to find anything there without smoke.
Are they gonna just lose Roche?
Yeah, this is unlucky. Unfortunate for DC. The fact that
the DD
back to base. They're gonna need him to get down here, but the damage is too much. And Fnatic, they'll take the Roche out straight from under the noses of DC.
That could be the game decider. That's the cheese on the Invoker as well.
Fight straight in onto Black, the Fissure as well. Black's gonna fall. That's the first kill here for the fight. Oh yeah, they were out there. TP out from behind. DJ Net and Mushi on the retreat. They'll glimpse back Ush, but Ush pots the BKB, and Bob's ready to chase. Crush and amplify onto Net. Net's gonna melt there to the power of the two of them. They will find 2 kills off the back of it, so they lose Roche. Heroes away from the side of Fnatic.
Yeah, they kill the Invoker, which is the key kill there. I don't think he's got the. He's used the cheese, right? The Invoker? I don't think he used it. Yeah. So he will have it for the next fight. DC will get a tier 2 tower out of this as well. But I think what DC should do after this is weigh out the Aegis. Really no reason to aggressively fight when the Sven is so fat. And they also get a gem back.
Yeah, complete.
Yep.
Okay.
He's starting to come on to...
Oh, no, he's still not. A little bit old.
Doesn't he have an orb on him? No? Okay.
Yeah, he did earlier. Hello, TC. Certainly getting that.
Again, I think Slardar is really the hero for them that's setting up a ton of kills.
Yeah, Bulba's been having a right game. He really has, along with Ush. It was always going to be about the plays that Bulba and Ush make this game, and they've been sticking to the platform. Great stuff here by these guys.
And it looks like Ush is working towards a Scythe of Ice. Yeah. The way that this game has been shaping out is that mostly Fnatic's got the better single target initiation. We see the Blink Stormhammer being used multiple times. But now with the Scythe picked up, they could actually go in and get something done themselves.
And that Scythe as well. DJ's got a really bad picking it up. Get in, DC.
Oh yeah.
Scythe, same machine on his Sven. Suddenly that's a huge amount of the damage output lost for Fnatic. Those come out on top without that Sven hitting and critting and cleaving away at the side of.
Well, one thing he can do is the Blink Snowball play. Just get next to him, pick him up.
Yeah. Save him during.
You're right. I think the Lotus Orb will be excellent, dispelling the amplified damage, the hex, like you said, and redirecting some of actually dispelling the Ancient Steel as well. Actually, Lotus Orb is the perfect pickup. Might be even better than the BKB on DJ.
Got a bit of dodge to work with, so. Down in good time.
Looks like Invoker has passed the cheese to DJ. What is Invoker picking up instead then? Maybe he needed the inventory slot, no? Is Black saying the DJ's Tusk is more important? Because normally you would just keep your cheese on the Tusk, or Invoker, I mean.
It's stuff and then DJ pass it over the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, to control.
Alright, Fnatic understands that their Aegis is about to run out, so might as well get something with it. And obviously, DC doesn't really want to fight. I mean, at this point in the game, it's still anybody's game.
Vision there with the sigil, but very well there with the blink. Bottom lane, DC. Hero. See if either side's able to force the other back. He's going to take down this tier 2 fairly quickly here on the span.
Bottom lane.
Coming out for raiding, they want to defend.
Middle tower has
Looks like DC don't want to fight, but it's actually a couple of teams.
Oh, another double damage?
Well, it's not going to be DA. Omni slash Mystic Flare all thrown down. TC will cut the TD. Down for a minute or so. Buyback available, and he might just need side of DC. But they'll hold strong and they'll let to go for anything too aggressive now at this point.
Yep, 3,200 gold here on Mushi. Is it gonna be the AC next year for the Rogue Knights?
You know what we need to see?
What do we need to see?
APS that
I don't
would be the dream.
I don't know. No, we're very far from that.
Far. So, I mean, yeah, 7,500. 8 minutes in, it's really not a huge side of Fnatic. So one team by that will be back round in favour of themselves.
A really nice kind of halfway item that the Sven can pick up is the heart. It gives you like over 1,000 HP, but more importantly, God's Strength gives you damage based on your main attribute.
Absolutely.
And the heart will, yeah, give you quite a bit of extra damage there as well. A ton of strength. Yeah.
That's exactly what we need to see Mushi pick it up.
But do you feel like Mushi just need more damage? That doesn't really feel to be the case, right? He's hitting hard enough. All right. Okay.
Okay. I see. I guess it's gonna be I.
More attack speed does equal more damage if he's actually hitting people. So
nice
there's.
with Black's build with the Desolator.
Yeah.
Smoke from Fnatic. Fire something with this.
The good thing for.
Catch either one out here.
Radiant's
We'll
bottom
see.
tower.
They're both smoking to the enemy's tier 2.
I was gonna say it works out for both.
Yeah.
Even though they don't find a kill.
Well, who's gonna chicken out first, right? Like, one team might TP back, one team might actually. In fact, the reverse wrap around here. DC is just not sure what they want to do. They're going back and forth. All right, looks like they see the enemy top, so they're like, okay, we're gonna go for tower trades.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Actually, TC's teleport scrolls down for 30 seconds, so if Fnatic want to make a high ground play.
Yeah, already playing safe, but yeah, they're gonna back up. They're keeping out themselves, Fnatic, so.
And so is DC.
Tower is under attack.
Get you down, back up. Definitely being very select fights that they take now at this point.
It could be your very last fight in the Nanyang Championship, so better choose it well.
Like, what does he go for now on top of the Desolator? I guess he's just going for the BKB so he can get out his combo in the fight.
Yeah, I still think that BKB was a better choice than Deso.
Okay.
But you know, he's thinking about helping Mushi to do a little bit more damage. In fact, looks like the heroes are running into each other. DC's got a blink. I really like this build. You could, yeah, late game blink, drop your Omni Slash. You're hitting very hard now, and honestly, the key heroes in these fights is the Winter Wyvern as well as Disruptor.
I'm not gonna follow through that one.
Yeah. Oh, glimpse.
Owie. There, but that one. Oh man, now Black getting incredibly low. Winter's Curse. Now Mushi moving over the setup. They get Omni Slash, but the cold embraces there onto Mushi. Blink out from TC. Usher's gonna get himself out as well as a buyback from Biryu.
Almost dead as well.
Side of Fnatic. Finding those 2 pickoffs here after they get Owie as well.
The Blink Echo Slam has to be huge if Fnatic decides to push on the high ground. And I honestly don't think Fnatic should. I mean, it is 2 hero dead, but actually, what I'm saying, it is 2 hero dead. Go for it, but it's a very risky push.
A little bit of mercy here.
Yeah.
Even though there's 2 heroes off the pitch,
They're too scared for the Shaker. Shaker could just win the team fight. Just like how we previously saw Team DC pushing into the Radiant high ground and got punished. They don't want to make the same mistake, so they'll play it safe. They enjoy the fact that they force out a couple buybacks and a couple of key ultimates.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if Fnatic would go for more, but it's you're saying it's all about the safety at this point in the game. Make sure that stand.
Tusk is up to Duque, so that Lotus Sword that you talked about earlier, could pick it up now if he wants. Probably saving for buyback. They understand that if you lose a big fight and if you don't have 3 or 4 buybacks at the ready, you could just lose multiple lanes of Rex.
We saw in the last fight how much damage he was able to get out without that armor reduction as well. Nasty, I think. Max has been.
Ooh. So even Ush now has to be extremely careful. Same thing with the Juggernaut. Can't really activate your items when you're hanging out within a static storm.
Kind of wait for Roshan territory ready for both teams. That's the plan. It's easy. Now it's got a fairly short respawn time. Less than a minute.
Yeah, I like to see DJ scout a bit more with his Frozen Sigil. At this point in the game where Roshan is a big contention, I feel like that's at least something that he could do for the team. Rosh coming back in 9 and looks like Ush is going to scout it out. There's a very nicely placed double damage. Just like get this Rosh very quickly. Sunstrike checks. I'm not sure if the vision faded just... Oh, they ping it out. They ping it out.
It was very close. They've got to make a beeline straight over.
They gotta come quick.
They're on the way. Maybe he's going to do the "You shall not pass" Fisher. Man, I mean the damage as expected with the DD amplified. And he just don't even have a chance of getting quick enough and that up. And Hanic's still pushing out in the mid lane.
Who has the cheese? Is it Ush?
Yeah, it is Ush.
Oh, he's thinking about jumping in with a Hex. If Future is gonna be there. Let's have Echo if he wants to drop it.
So careful, TC going in. TC out the BKB, trying to turn around. The Static Storm is out. Mushi with the damage onto Ush. Ush gets forced off their way here. Will blink out. They'll keep.
Oh god, bury you!
Now they're under the Mystic. Now they're trying to chase for more here. On the side of Fnatic, the Ice Shot's very nicely stopping the aggression from DC. They've got to go for the walk around here. They've still got Vision of Ohio here with the Amplify. Ush looking to finish off the Wyvern, and he should be able to do it with his next blink. No, Wyvern gets the blink out at the same time. DJ being chased down by Bulba. The Ice Shots get thrown out. Bulba, because he can't catch it.
Oh!
Gets the blink, gets the rush on to DC. That one up here as well. 3 heroes down on the side of Fnatic. They only lost Brody there on the Earthshaker. And a very good fight for DC and Fnatic. We saw them nearly get Ush, but he was able to just blink himself away. The fact that he had that cheese, allowing him to re-engage. Smarter.
That fight looked a lot closer than it was as well. They actually got the Aegis and the cheese, like you said, so...
Got to be buybacks in.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose.
DC walking up in the high ground actually got a Talisman Evasion as well. Winter Wyvern buys back. Glyph is being forced out. I don't think DC's backing off with the Winter Wyvern buyback, and there's that Tusk buyback, so should be very happy with what they got. Team DC well ahead into this game now, and they just need to clutch it out, right? Like, I think Fnatic, to me, the players still have much more experience than DC's player, but DC's also working with a much bigger lead.
It's been up and down, up and down. I mean, it's 10k. So not the end of the line here for Fnatic. Yeah, Halberd here picked up by Sam. Lada.
Alright.
Very nice, especially in a game where Sven, of course.
5-second BKB.
5-second BKB.
And I don't think Invoker's got that BKB. No, not yet.
Got a lot of money saved up.
Yeah.
Let's look at the buyback status from both sides. How many on the board available at this point in time? Add up because they're right. Yeah, to have those second wins. Actually stunning. Actually, even though he has a buyback here, so it could be very costly if they lose heroes. Fnatic, they want to do it. Around, looking for a jump, and here we go. Winter's Curse onto Ush. There's the.
Oh no, Ush!
No, that's gonna be the. Does have buyback here on the. Trap out Owie. Did they jump for more here? Very carefully. Go, they've got the glimpse, it's only a short one. Now he will be able to force himself back up to the high ground. So Ush, the only casualty at the moment, that buyback hasn't been forced to use it yet. We'll see if Fnatic are able to continue pressure. Strength now back on cooldown for 50 seconds though, but even without that, they've still got a lot of damage. Static Storm wasn't used by the Disruptor. Black's got his full combo ready to go. Black's not really been part of most of these 19 kills here for the side of Fnatic. Overall, he's only been involved in 4, so some very passive play from Black.
Yeah.
Playing as safe as possible.
I mean, it's been a very passive game in general for both of these teams. They're looking for random picks and very tactical positional play overall. It looks like Fnatic looking for yet another pick. Pick is all they got, because this is going to be a 3v5 mid if they want to take this fight. Ohio's got the first. No, it's on cooldowns for a little bit longer.
Jumping with the static storm. If they get the static storm out there as well, but Owie with the force out, but the glimpse is still there, bringing TC back into the static storm. DJ comes in as well, and that's going to be the joke. Then there's a buyback now.
Oh,
the echoes out from Buryu, catching out DJ, getting mushy as well. Corner brace is not going to save this Sven. There's the Hex onto Ohio. They'll chase this down as well. They found to make that free here from the side of Digital Chaos, and there's no buyback on the Wyvern or the Tusk here for 70 seconds. Now DC will power down the mid. And this is it. They don't have TC for 60 seconds, but at this point it doesn't matter. They've still got a fair bit of pushing power with the AC, the Demon Edge on Ush. Can't die here though, but I don't think he's going to be too much of a risk of doing so. 3 down on Fnatic. Mushi is going to be almost certainly be forced to buy back here. That's going to try and do his best with the defense, but this is a huge opening now for Digital Chaos.
Yep. Although they definitely have to respect the Sven buyback, because things could go south very quickly when the Sven is involved. Force Black trying his best to kind of delay this push, trying to preserve that buyback, but I think DC is DC saying, man, show me the buyback or I'm going to take your Rex.
Rex going. Patient. Chaos. One for the team. 15 minutes in, breaking the base. We'll head towards bottom. Mushi.
Time to go.
That's around them. 2033. DC after that fight as well. It's up and down still. If Fnatic are holding, they do lose 2 HP. It's going down fairly shortly. Pretty much the full set of racks. He played on Owie now.
That's huge.
He played on Owie.
Of course, everybody's thinking about the offensive capability, but I think the true benefit is that you could shoot it on somebody that's got initiated by Stormhammer. So now you have Force and the Ethereal Blade to save somebody from Sven. How many DDs have we seen? Alright, this time at least he's on a Tusk. Actually, his punch will hurt so much.
Black has got the peak. Buybacks are running low for both sides. Better position. 2 of them is just monetary issue. Find a couple of kills going, they will be able to join back in. Got to pull something big out the bag here for now. The last few fights all go where Digital Chaos.
Just one fight. Again, you just need like one fight where there's a massive crit on Sven. You can feasibly just win the game from that. But right now, DC is taking control of the entire map essentially. And here we go, that one fight they're looking for.
This goes bad for Fnatic, being eliminated for the Nanyang Championship. Higher moves for
Well, Fridges just got used by Barry to farm.
this one. Back. Of the smoke, they're going to play it safe. I'm being heading towards the mid lane. Now it's Dire Jungle. South bad as well, so we won't find anything here for the time being.
No. Can we check on the timer on the Roche? Since this is a fairly passive game, looks like we're gonna get it respawn very quickly. You see that both teams are kind of holding their item choices, starting to pick up buyback and whatnot. Even the supports are saving a ton of gold.
A bit here on.
I really think they need a Hex.
Time is buyback's on cooldown for 4 minutes. Stop that adventure. At the moment, be out here from Bulba. Round. I mean, this is more fight. Then they can go around, but if they lose that fight, very well lose the game. Pussy's
Alright.
So now this fantastic chaos, not so great. Fnatic, unless Fnatic can get themselves over. Maybe away to 7, yeah, the Sunstrike's out. Okay, Fnatic are going to make a beeline straight for it. You see, you've got to be so careful about this.
Roche is dropping pretty low. Oh god.
You saw what happened to see it? Out with the they're going to commit Roshan here.
Stormhammer?
Mushi, oh, he gets them out to 2! Ryu and now he's a fall. They'll look for TC as well. They get the snowballs to the Warriors, but the Sonic Wave comes out. He will manage to get off the Omni Slash. The Static Storm's been thrown down. Black just kiting Bulba, turning around with the right fist with the Deso. Bulba, he's going to fall the higher Bleach forward, gets a double kill. TC, he's the one left to in this fight with us. They do find the kill onto him. Invoker flies back. Mushi being kept alive.
Oh my god.
And he's just going to have fight. No. Stop. Double kill for fighting back from Bulba. He's the man of this fight, gets the crush in, and now this could be the end of the game for Fnatic. They'll lose net as well. 4 heroes on the sidelines. Bulba with the buyback helping to secure that win for DC, and now they're just power down the mid. Only the Wyvern with buyback available, he will use it straight away, but Blackie's got to do some next level Harry Potter shit really here if he wants to hold the base.
He's a wizard. He's got 3k. You might as well spend your build. I mean, you got issue your buyback. Buy a 4-star, buy something, anything. Blink Dagger. Let's go.
Grim.
Black, you got 3k. Alright, he's got Overclub. I'm not sure what that he's gonna turn into. Nice.
There we go.
Do something, Black.
He's got to do.
Summon 4 spirits. Anything. Back, please. Alright, Sunstrike probably not the spell you want right now.
Radiant's middle tower.
So rough here for Fnatic. This could be it. Black getting caught out by the crush.
Oh my god.
Nobody's dead. Black out of the fight. And this is
Radiant's
certainly.
DC, they're doing it. NA Dota. I never doubted them.
Yeah.
TC, you're the best.
I mean, he's trying his best, DJ.
DJ's got it. Alright, DJ may be carrying the team, but GG gets called out.
Fnatic are going home, and Digital Chaos make it through to the playoffs, keeping themselves away from that bottom spot in the group. And NA Dota, Lumi,
Yes.
what are your thoughts?
NA Dota's always living on in our hearts, and now they're living in the flesh. It's a pretty rarity, you know, like NA Dota a lot of time just dies, but they're not dead yet.
Indeed.
Right?
Yeah, I think you're bang on there, and DC have done it. 2-0 for the guys here. They pull it through at the end of the day. I've got to be honest though, for me at least, shout outs to both Bulba and Ash. They did some heavy work in those games. That was some beautiful stuff from the Slaughter. Great stuff there from Bulba and Ash as well.
Shout out TC for a lot of tanking.
I think TC is innovative what he does as a carry. It's very different, but it works out in the game.
Alright.
2-0.